Hello, everyone. Good morning, good evening, good day. I hope you are doing well, and I hope that your month of December has started on the really good note. It's all about mindset, it's all about how we take things, right? Attitude, also. So, today, Michael and I get together again. Hello, Michael. Good to see you. Hope you had a rested weekend.
I know it was rested, but it was good. It was busy,
Yeah.
but certainly good to see you, Julie.
Good to see you. We're excited always to come together on Monday morning or midday or afternoon for some people, or evening for people to get together and really communicate what we have in mind, what we enjoy, what we're doing. And so today, Michael and I get together and talk about Ash Mufareh. We play to win. And as everyone, all of us know on that journey in the past 6 years, over 6 years, we have been with Mr. Mufareh. We've learned that he has always displays, he always show up, he always, whatever he's doing, he is a visionary entrepreneur who aimed to take his knowledge, the technology, the business system to actually help us, giving people an opportunity to basically using what he create to have an automations system, be able to scale it up, be able to have a solution for the business, be able to create a system to win. And he is a true leader that I've seen in the past years, and there are so many leaders in the world, but what makes him standing out is his heart and his determination. And so today, Michael and I get together, we're going to talk about play to win. We play to win, all of us in it to win it. We play to win. And so, Michael, I really like this topic because we have been um, in the winning team. We have been playing to win in the past years. Your thought, Michael, on this topic, and let's set this conversations today to win.
Well, I certainly love to win, Julie. It doesn't matter what I'm playing. I love to win. I'm not, I'm not one of those people who just play just for fun. Yes, I want to have fun. I want to enjoy myself. But ultimately, I play to win. So if it's a pickup basketball game on the driveway, I'm playing to win. If it's against my little one, I'm playing to win because I want to teach her to do the same thing as well, to play to win. Doesn't matter if you're playing against someone that's bigger than you, doesn't matter if you're playing against someone who's better than you. It doesn't matter. Put the effort in, right? And play to win. If you don't win, it's okay, right? So you're not going to cry about it if you don't win. But ultimately, that's what you're trying to do, though, right? Sometimes we go to these games and what have you, and people, oh, it's just for fun. And I said, well, why are we keeping score then if it's just for fun? There's no need to have a scoreboard, right? It doesn't matter how many baskets you score, how many goals you score, or, you know what I mean, touchdowns. It doesn't matter if we're just playing for fun. But if we're playing to win, then yeah, by all means, we're going to keep score. Okay, we're playing game of chess. Same thing. I'm playing to win. You know what I mean? I will teach you and help you, become better, improve your skills, all of that stuff. But when we sit down to actually play against each other now, though, we're going to play to win. And so when with same thing happens within business, Julie. If I'm involved in a business, I'm playing to win, right? I'm not here to lose. And so that's what we see with our great company. That's what we see with Mr. Ash Mafar. He's not playing to lose, he's playing to win, right? And so it doesn't matter if there's challenges, doesn't matter if there's issues. All that don't matter. You're playing to win. And so when you play to win, that means you don't give up. If you tap out, Julie, you've lost, right? As long as you continue to play, as long as you continue to press forward, continue to keep going, then absolutely, that's what you're doing. You're playing to win. And so we are in a business whereby, you know, that's part of our motto. When we talk about in it to win it, we're not in it to lose it. We're in it to win it, right? And so people have to understand that. So things may not go the way want it to go, or in the time that you may want it to be. But at the end of the day, as long as you win, that's all that matters, right? It didn't matter if the journey took this long or that long, and all that's not, it's not important. What's really important is the fact that you win, right? And so we want to be a part of that winning team. We want to be a part of that side that gets to, raise the trophy. Julie, you understand? That's where we want to be. This is not a game where, well, everybody gets a medal or everybody gets a pat on the back. No, there are winners and losers in business, unfortunately, but we are on the winning side. We are in a business that's going to help so many people around the world win, right? And that's important. But we have to be in it, and all of us are in it. So therefore, winning is a far gone conclusion. So I love this topic, Julie. So let's continue.
Absolutely, Michael. When you talking about winnings, everyone wants to win. And everyone, people tend to surround themselves with winners. And when you're surrounding yourself with winners, it helped you yourself to work on it, to work on whatever your personality or character is. And winners, one of the characters that I see that in the winners, in Mr. Mufareh, in yourself, in a lot of winners, they are very confident in themselves. They're confident in themselves. They're confident in delivers what they're working on, and they expect to succeed. A lot of the people, a lot of winner, they have very high tolerance in failures, in disappointment, and they can recover quickly. So the word confident is one of the character that I believe that a lot of winners, you can see winners walking around, they are confident, and confident could be fake also, right? Some people walking around like, like I'm confident, but really what they are doing, their attitude, their message they delivering, and the game they play, the things that they do, they expect to be successful, Michael.
Absolutely. I mean, you have to have that expectation, Julie, right? You don't go into a game thinking, oh, okay, we're going to lose this game. Da, 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 da. Why play? You know what I mean? Why get involved, right? Why participate? Why get involved in a business if you believe the business is going to fail? Right? Why would that make sense? Why start a business if you believe the business is going to fail? Right. So obviously, yes, it started with your mindset. It starts with how you think. Right. So when I get involved in a business, the whole idea is to win. And if anyone that I bring along with me, the whole idea is for them to win. Julie, we are in this together. We've locked arms with Mr. Ash Mufareh so that all of us can win. Right around the globe. You understand? Right. And so we know that as time goes on, again, life gets in the way. You know what I mean? People are bombarded with problems, with issues. This bill have to pay, that bill have to pay, all these different things, because that's life, right? But guess what? As long as we have hope, Julie, because you're so right in that so many people who have actually made it, who've actually won, right? They had to struggle, right? They've had rejections. They've had people tell them no so many times, right? We've mentioned this before, but you can go through all these great companies. They faltered along the way. Even today, you have companies that are still in existence that sometimes you have to make recall. You ever hear those, oh, this particular car company have to recall thousands of vehicles because there's this particular issue, right? Happens all the time. So failure is part of winning, right? It's part of winning. You may be on a team and you've gone maybe 40 games straight that you've lost, right? And then finally you win. You mean the jubilation, Julie, right? The excitement that people have. Wow, finally, we won this game, right? That's exactly what it is in business. You've tried this, you tried that, you tried, and you've lost every single time, right? As I talk to various people, I hear so much of their losses, right? But very rarely do I hear of, oh yeah, we did this and we won, and we did that and we won, and we. It's always, oh, I've lost and I've lost, I've lost. I invested in this, I've tried this, I've done that. You know what I mean? And it just kept losing, losing, losing. But guess what? People came here. We all came together because of the hope of being able to uplift humanity, of the hope of being able to finally, yes, we now have a winner on our side, right? And as that changed, right? Have we been discouraged to the point where we don't believe that anymore? Absolutely not, right? Absolutely not, right? What are people's options, Julie? You know what I mean? It's not that 9 to 5 job. It just isn't. While it can pay the bills, but it's not going to get you to where you want to be. That 9 to 5 job cannot help anyone uplift. Think of all the business owners. Think of all the business owners and the life that they're living compared to all those who are employees and the life that they are living. Not to mention those who are unemployed, right? So the bottom line is that you have to be a part of something that you have confidence in, right? Okay, well, we have not seen the CEO in 2 weeks. Okay, right? You know what I mean? I have not seen my cousin in probably a few months, right? Is my cousin still alive? Do they still exist? You know what I mean? Of course they're still here. They haven't gone anywhere, right? So I don't have to physically see them to know that, Julie, right? But the belief is there, knowing that we've all come together for a common cause and on a worthy one too. It's not just for any cause, it's for a worthy cause, Julie, whereby we can see people's lives being transformed, being changed to the point where now they can get total freedom. Because that's the winning goal. That's what people are looking for. They want to have that total freedom, right? And so if it takes us a little more time, it's okay because it's well worth the wait, right? So we continue to lock arms, we continue to move forward, knowing that this business is going to help all of us win. It's just a matter of timing, right? Doesn't mean that we sit around and just look up in the sky and don't do anything. It doesn't necessarily mean that, right? But all it means is that we continue to have the faith, continue to trust the process, continue to know that we've made the right decision from the very beginning. It was the right decision from the very beginning to be a part of this journey. Because when it's all said and done and things work out the way we want it to work out, Julie, how excited are we going to be? Right? Think about that. How excited are we? People have worked for 40 years, Julie, 40 years, 30 years, 20 years, right? And still have what? Nothing to show for it. Nothing, right? So, I mean, for me, 6 years with this business, that's not even a long time. Not when people work 30, 40, 50 years, where they're putting in 40 hours a week, Julie, 50 hours a week, 60 hours a week, even, right? I've seen people where they put so much hours, so much time into their jobs. And what happens? They barely make any money. Oh, they made $10 for the month or $30 for the month or even $300 for the month, Julie, right? And they put so much time and effort into it. That doesn't make sense to me, but that's some people's reality based upon where they live, based upon their location, based upon their situation. Here we have a company that says, hey, guys, we will do the heavy lifting for you. Just continue to trust us, continue to give us the time that is needed to make everything done the way we want it to be so that you can be proud of this business. You can be proud to say, yes, I was a part of that. I was there for the journey. I was there for the beginning. I was there for the ups and the downs. I was there. And here I am shining now. Shining now. Why? Because I stayed the course. Why? Because I continue to trust the process, knowing that in the end, all that really matters and all anyone is going to remember, Julie, is did we win or did we lose? That's all people are going to remember. If you ask people, okay, who was in the Super Bowl 5 years ago, they can't tell you. They have no idea, right? Who won the World Cup the last? They can't tell you. But you know what? We can tell you though, somebody won. There was a winner, Julie. There was a winner. You understand? And so we want, when it's all said and done, that yes, we were part of that winning team. That's what matters.
Absolutely, Michael. When we're talking about winners, we have to talk about the determinations the winners have. You know, we can see Mr. Mufareh do or die. That impeccable determination that has been going on. You let's talk about sport. When you go to the game, when you see the athlete playing, when you see they're having that attitude, I'm here to win, I'm playing to win. You know, you love watching sport. Have you ever seen anyone that drag themselves to the court and play? But their attitude, what there is this driven within them to achieve what they're there to do. And not only that, they are willing to push themselves to certain limit. I mean, like sometimes maybe past their limits to be able to win. So that determination, and we have seen it daily. You know, we've seen people in our life, the winners that we hanging around with, the winners that we are communicating with, they're pushing themselves. past their limit to win because of the determination. So, what are we doing in here? We have to determine, and every single day, it's not like, oh, you know, New Year's coming. I'm determining to win. I'm determining to win this year 2025. And that's it. Right? How many of us sitting down and working on our resolutions? Michael, for some reason, I haven't heard that word for a long time. Resolutions, right? And that's another attitude of determining to win, right? And it is something that we work every single day, every single moment in our life to push our limit to win.
Absolutely. Like you have to go beyond your limit, though, Julie. When you see Usain Bolt, for example, running, I think it was 950 something, right? He had to push himself beyond what we knew was possible because
Mhm.
no one expected that, right? It's the same for everything. I remember years ago, my son was playing on this team, and there was a little boy, and they were in grade 6, I believe, right? I think like grade 6, right? So they were, what's that, 10 years old or something like that, right? My point in all of this, or 12 years old, whatever the age is, they were young, right? And this little boy got hurt in the game, and like he was the star on the team. He got hurt, and he literally played basketball with one hand, Julie, one hand, like he was hurt, and he didn't want to come out of the game because this was, this is the chance, this is for it all, right? And he was so determined, right? And his teammates rallied around him, and they did what they did, and they won. Like, I'm telling you, when I saw, I was like, no way. Like, why isn't he still, get him out of the game? Nope. He stayed in the game, and he was determined, Julie, because he wanted to win, and he wanted to be there for it. He didn't want to let his teammates down. That's Ash Mufareh. He doesn't want to let his teammates down, right? And so he's determined to win. So he will take everything on his back and do all that he needs to do to make sure that this turns out exactly how we anticipated it to be. You understand? That's determination, right? Determination is when people telling you all this nonsense and you say, okay, yeah, whatever. I'm just going to put my head down, and just keep working, keep working, keep working and produce, right? As long as there's production, we're good. And things are being done, Julie. Things are being done, right? Not because we don't see it doesn't mean it's not being done, right? I always use the example of saying, hey, not because you have never been to California, it doesn't mean that California doesn't exist, right? You don't have to physically go there. It's, oh, okay, all right, okay, so this is California, right? No, we know it exists, right? Even though we have never been there, right? For those who haven't, right? So we have to understand that determination is very, very important. It plays an extremely important role in us winning, right? You can't be, sometimes you're running a marathon, right? And you're struggling, right? You're coming up to that last mile and it's a struggle, right? But you keep pushing yourself, pushing yourself, pushing yourself because you can smell it. You know what I mean? You can smell that finish line. You want to get there, right? And so you do everything possible to get there, Julie. That's our on passive. That's our business. You understand? That's the business that we're involved in, whereby people are doing everything possible to get us to that destination, get us to that finish line, get us to the point where, yes, we win, Julie. So we have to be determined, right? Anything in life that is worthwhile requires determination. It requires it. You can't just get up and say, oh, okay, I'm good. Yeah, if I get there, I get there. That's not the attitude to have. You got to go in there with that confidence, full confidence, Julie, that yes, it's going to happen. Yes, we can make a difference in this world. That's what we talk about all the time. When we talk about uplifting humanity, that's not a simple task. It just isn't, because most people tend to look the other way. Hey, fend for yourself. I'm going to go make my billions, and who cares about you? That's the attitude that a lot of people in society, especially those who have it, that's the attitude they have. As long as their family is taken care of, they don't care about your family. They will take that last $10 out of your pocket. You understand? If it means putting it in their pocket. They don't care that, well, I don't really need that $10, so let me just leave it with you. No, they're going to look, wait a minute, you have $10 more? Let me find a way to pull it from your pocket, right? That's not us, right? That's not our CEO, right? That's not Ash Mufareh. This business is about helping people. And so the company's going to do every single thing that is possible. No stone left unturned, Julie, right? Everything that is possible to make sure that we cross that finish line. And that's what it's all about. So, absolutely, we are here to play to win.
Absolutely, Michael. And when one thing that I see and I observe on from the winners, they have very high motivation, right? Because their determination is it's to achieve their goal, to be the winner. Therefore, their motivations is so strong, not only that they have high motivation for themselves, but also everything that they do, the things that they say, their actions, it's really motivating other people to not only motivate themselves but motivate the people that comes across them as well. And as we can see, our CEO, Mr. Mufareh, he's motivating us to do what? To achieve the best version of ourselves. And that's exactly what he did. He creating the product, he creating the environment, he's creating that opportunity for all of us to achieve the best version of ourselves. And so what do we do for the people, for people that been seeing the mission in the past years, the vision in the past year? How do we motivate ourselves, not only to keep ourselves motivated, but how do we inspire other people? And as we know, there are so many people in our community actually doing just that, because they are motivated in their goal, their dream, and also to go out to do live, to do webinars, to do things that are motivating other people. So Michael, play to win is also to stay motivated. Like, how do you motivate yourself to be motivated, to be able to do what you dream to do, what you determine to do, to win?
Well, this is why we have goals, Julie. Right? Having goals in life is very, very important. Right? It doesn't matter how old you are. Right? You could be 10 years old, you could be 20 years old, 50 years old, 70 years. You have to have something in front of you at all times. Right? Okay. What am I trying to accomplish now? And when you accomplish that, okay, well, what's the next thing that you were trying to accomplish? Right? And so those goals, right, those are the things that motivate you, those are the things that keeps you going. Right? You have a family. Okay, are you that person that actually care about your family, that you want your family to succeed? And so what are you doing to help them succeed? Right? Are you trying to build a fortune for them? Are you trying to build a dynasty for them? Are you trying to leave a legacy for them? Like, what are you trying to do for your family? Right? And so sometimes you may be involved in something, Julie, and you may not get to reap the rewards, but you've put things in place so that your family will be able to benefit from it, right? Okay, that's important. It's like take life insurance as an example, right? Okay, when someone buys life insurance, right, the person who purchased it, the person who's the life insured, right, that person don't benefit from it, right? But they put it in place so that if they're no longer here, right, in the land of the living, right, the proceeds from that can be available to help their family move forward, right? So, for example, instead of having to sell your home, you may have funds available now that can take care of the mortgage, et cetera, so you don't have to move. You know what I mean? Or
Yes.
maybe you wanted to plan for your children's university, but you're no longer here to see to that. Okay, you have this life insurance policy that in the event of your premature death, et cetera, right, they can be taken care of. You know what I mean? So sometimes you do things so that if you're no longer around, but I've put plans in place to make sure that, oh, they can still go to university, they can still be able to get married, and so on and so forth, right? Still have a home to live in. All these things that you put something in place to make sure it will be done. When we have a business, Julie, right? It's the same thing. I want to have a business whereby, you know what? God forbid, but if something should happen to me, I want my family to still be able to benefit from that. That's what we talk about legacies, right? Right? That's the whole idea. That's what On Passive is about. It's about not just for now, but for now, for the medium term, the long term. It's for the future as well, Julie. You understand? It's for something that is lasting. That's what we want to be a part of. I don't want to be a part of something that's going to be here and then, oh, we enjoyed it for 5 years, but then, oh, no more enjoyment. No, We want to have something that's going to be around long term. That's what this business is about. And so our CEO is ensuring that that's what's going to happen. He's ensuring that, hey, we will get over the hump, right? We will push through whatever obstacles are in our way, and we will get the job done, right? Because we're playing to win. We will get the job because we're determined to win. We will get the job done because we're motivated to win, Julie. All these things, very, very important. And so the same goes for us in our regular lives, right? It's the same thing. No matter what you're going through, right? As long as you're playing to win, right? Then you will win in the end. As long as you're motivated to win, you will win in the end. As long as you're determined to win, Julie, you will win in the end. But you have to move forward. I see people like, oh, well, I lost money in this or I lost money in that. And then they just give up, like, oh, I don't want to do anything more going forward. I'm just going to stay here in my job and hey, whatever. Right? That's the wrong attitude to have because that's not how successful people think. Right? Again, lots of great books out there that people can go read and find out, okay, well, how do successful people think? Well, how, what's the millionaire mindset, right? How do the millionaires think? And so on and so forth, right? Lots of great stuff out there for information out there that people can go and read, right? Or watch a video or whatever the case may be. But, you know me, I love reading, right? So the point is, though, is that for us to win at anything in life, we have to put effort into it. There has to be effort, right? We have to be motivated enough that every day we're putting effort into it. And for us, if all that effort simply means I continue to be patient, I continue to trust the process, that's easy effort, Julie, right? As opposed to, no, you need to go out there and do all the heavy lifting. You need to go create the websites. You need to go and create all these softwares and create all these products and get, find the right place to get traffic and all these. You need to put all that together. You know what I mean? And make sure you're legally compliant in 200 plus jurisdiction and all of this stuff. Deal with lawyers and deal with headaches and deal with issues we don't have to do any of that, Julie, right? We just have to be patient, continue to stay the process, trust the process, and knowing that we're going to be good. It's as simple as that. How easy is that? But because we let ourselves get in our own way. Oh my gosh, the year is almost out. It's December 9th. Okay, why haven't heard anything? This, that, all this crazy stuff people starting to think, right? Like really, I remember when it was like just before New Year's Eve for the year 2000, and people were like, "Oh my gosh, the world is going to end," and all this stuff, and right, and they're panicking for no reason. They're creating stress in their lives for no reason. If you can't control something, why are you stressed about it? You know what I mean? If you can't do anything about it, why are you stressed about it? Right? And so people get into a frenzy and start to panic and all these things when it's like, fear is something that just kills people, right? Because a lot of times the fear is not even real, right? I mean, I have fear. I have fear of driving over a bridge, right? And okay, what the car's gonna, lift up and just go over the bridge? You know what I mean? But the fear is there. I know it's not real, but it's there, right? So, but I still go ahead though, Jill. I still drive over the bridge. I don't say, well, nope, I'm gonna let this fear hold me back from going over the bridge. I'm still gonna go over. You understand? And
Yeah.
so the same thing within our business that people may, fear of losing, fear of loss, all these stuff that comes our way, and it's not real, right? But that's what we believe. But you know what though? Even though I may struggle with that, I'm still gonna press forward. I'm still gonna be determined to move forward. I'm still gonna be determined to trust the process because in the end, why am I doing all of this? Because I want to win. I am determined to win, Julie. So therefore, I'm going to keep moving forward. And that's what all of us have to do. Come together as a community and just move forward, right? Because we will win.
That's right, Michael. And what you're saying right now, you really display a winner that has self control, right? Imagine if you were driving and the bridge is coming right in front of you, and if you had acted impulsive, you probably had an accident, or you probably had to pull over and really try to catch your breath or find a way to actually get to the other side of the bridge. But what you're doing is you really think about, okay, I have that fear, but I have that self control for me to act it. So another thing that I wanted to wrap this up is that, Michael, I see that winner has a very high focus, right? They stay very focused on what they are doing, and no matter what are the distractions around them, the difficult around them, and we can see is exhibit in Mr. Ashmufara. He stay focused, and no matter what, his, I guess his winning is I have to deliver this to lift up humanity, to give people solutions in their business, to automate the business system that I am creating. So his high focus is there, and we can see that. And every single day, listen back to the conversations of years ago, which I have in this channel. If you're watching this channel, you see that I come out a lot of the conversation, a replay conversation of Mr. Ashmufara. It's really showing that focus that he has. I believe he is a perfectionist. He wanted to deliver this in a perfect way, right? And that timing, the way of delivering it is something that I'm looking forward to, Michael. And so, play to win is what we are experiencing right now. The process of playing to win, Michael.
Julie, I believe the thing is that a lot of people don't understand business, right? They don't, right? So they come to On Passive that, yes, I registered, I paid my $97. Where's my millions, right? Where are my million? Where is it, right? I put money in, I trusted the process. Where are my millions, right? And so people don't understand that you cannot put the horse, right, behind the cart or the cart in front of the horse. Like, it doesn't work. The horse goes first and the cart is behind it because the horse is pulling the cart, right? That's how that works. If you put the cart in front of the horse, nothing's going to happen, right? The horse probably is going to walk around the cart. You know what I mean? So there is a way, there is a process, there is a system, there is a plan, right? And again, for us, it doesn't work out the way we want it to work out, so we get upset and we get mad and we cry bloody murder or whatever, right? And people lose sight that, hey, guess what? The company is going to create products. Products are going to be sold. When the products are sold, revenues generated, commissions are paid out. It's as simple as that, right? And so if you don't see that, okay, then how can you expect money? How can you expect these millions or whatever you're expecting, hundreds of dollars, thousands of dollars, whatever the number is? You understand? So the business has to be built first. Has to be built first. Now the business goes out there now, right? We talk about Catmo, for example. Okay, where's the traffic? You know what I mean? So you have to have the products, you have to have the traffic, you have to have the system put together so that the process becomes automated. Okay, and as a result of that, sales are being generated, and so now you're making commissions. Like, it's not rocket science, but for the life of me, I don't understand why some people don't get that. And so they're looking for something, oh, can I go and withdraw from my wallet now? Okay, was there any sales generated for that? Is the company a going concern right now? Right? Are we open for business? Right? Again, no new founders are coming in, right? No new customers are coming in. You understand? Everything has to be done in order. And when it's done in order, guess what? Then things starts to happen, Julie, right? Right? Once we move into this new phase, then things starts to happen, Julie, right? I remember I said, okay, we don't have access to the OES. So people, oh my gosh, the world is over. Like, it's done, it's finished, right? Okay, but if you get back access to the OES, what's that going to do for you right this second? The answer is nothing. We still have to wait for the process, right? Okay, here's the access. Now they get the access. Okay, whoo, okay, thank you, woo. Okay, all is well. And then a day later, wait a minute now, where's my money? Right? People start to just get the wrong ideas. The bottom line is there's a plan in place, and we just have to let the plan unfold. Let it unfold. Because what are we doing, Julie? Right? We're not assisting the process. We're not putting money in. Right? We're not saying, okay, here's some more money. Here you go, here you go, here you go. We're not doing any of that. We're not going out there and building the technology, building the software, building the products, creating them. We're not doing any of that. We're not even doing any admin work. You know what I mean? We're not answering phone. We're not doing any of those things, Julie. We're not having to answer to this one or that one. None of that. All we have to do is wait. And yet it's very difficult for some folks to just wait. That's the part that blows my mind, right? Let the company do what they need to do. Let Mr. Mufareh do what he needs to do. Okay. And then he'll come back to us and say, okay, guys, here we are. This is done. Go enjoy. Go enjoy because this is done, right? So that means what? It's time to win, right? Again, folks, understand how to play. Listen, if you're playing a game and you don't know the rules, how are you going to win? And you don't even know the rules. You're playing basketball and you don't realize, wait a minute, the ball has to go in the basket, but not just any basket. The ball, you have to put the ball in the other team's basket, Julie. You understand? Like you got to know the rules, right? You can't take the ball and run down the court as if you're on a football field running with a football. You can't do that. You understand? You have to know the rules, right? And so when people understand the rules of engagement, when where it comes to business, right, then they'll realize, you know what, let me just sit back and relax and put my feet up and let the company do all they need to do. And when it's done, they'll let us know, and then we'll move forward. Simple, stress free, right? Very, very simple, Julie, right? And that's all we have to, look at this business, understand that it's going to do what we want it to do, but in the right time, though. In the right time, it will do what we want it to do, right? And then all of us gonna be all grateful and, oh yeah, sir, I never meant to call you that name. Oh, sir, I never meant to. You know what I mean? You're gonna hear all of that, right? Because that's what's going to happen. That's human nature. That's people. But in the midst of it, in the midst of going through what they're going through, they're all flustered and stressed and all these things, which is just not necessary, right? It's not necessary. Continue to trust the process. We are going to get there together. Together, we're going to get there, right? And that's what I love about this, Julie. It's still a togetherness. That's why people are still doing lives and webinars and all these things, because we're still together and we want to see all of us win together.
Absolutely. And it's really coming back to our mindset. Are you here to play and win, or are you here to play and lose? Right? If our answer is I'm here to play and win, we are in the process of winning. They just don't see it. Therefore, our mindset, it's so important. Anyway, everyone, I hope you enjoy December, and I hope we both hope that you enjoy this conversation as well. We're going to do another one this coming week on Monday, and another exciting topic. We don't know what the topic we will talk about, but I'm very sure it will come on to a very valuable topic, and we love talking about it. Thank you, everyone, for being here. Thank you, Michael. We're here to play to win. All right. Take care,
Absolutely.
everyone. Take care,
Bye,
Michael.
everyone.